Meteorologist Michael Behrens joins us now with a new study about lake effect snow. Mike?
Yeah, that's right, George. They've been keeping an eye on lake effect trends at Western Michigan University, and that's where I had the chance to speak with Dr. Lei Meng earlier today about lake effect snowfall and what really ramps that up. Of course, we're all really familiar with the process. Warm lake water's out there, cold land, the wind blows over the lake, and well, that of course generates that lake effect snow. But what creates the highest totals? Well, it comes down to a couple things, including temperatures and more global effects like this, the ENSO pattern, or better known as El Nino and La Nina patterns. So here's Dr. Meng with more about his research.
So my research focused on the lake effect snowfall in lower Michigan, its trend and the influencing factors. Most of weather stations, they don't just measure lake effect snowfall, they measure the total snowfall. But my research just calculate lake effect snowfall from the seasonal total. What I find that about 40% of snowfall in lower Michigan can be classified as lake effect. So basically my study just showing that air temperature have largest influence on lake effect snowfall. Particularly during the cold winter, we tend to have more snowfall in lower Michigan. And so also have a big impact on snowfall, particularly during La Nina year. We tend to get more than average snowfall in lower Michigan. Also during the years, when you have a higher maximum ice cover, you tend to have more lake effect snowfall. And this lake effect snowfall mostly occur before the peak ice cover happens in February or March.
So the pattern we're looking at right now, you wouldn't be surprised to see more than average lake effect snowfall.
Right.
So you heard it from him there. We're not going to be shocked if we see a pretty active lake effect snow season this year with the La Nina pattern coming into place. Of course, one of the more interesting things I thought was the fact that more ice actually leads to more lake effect snow, but that ends up being because the snow piles into the early months. A thawed lake, well, we could see lake effect snow well into the latter months of winter.
Thank you, Michael.